problem doesn't seem like you could even really solve it because there's 3 square roots. Well, the hard thing to do would be to square one side and then try to solve it. That would be messy.
I think we should.
But if you, I'm going to rewrite this and I'm going to put this over on this side, but to save space, I'm going to cheat and do that.
Real quick, what problem is this?
Number 10.
This is problem number 10 on page 234.
Okay.
Now, I am going to square both sides, so this is going to be a little messy. Well, the right side won't be messy. The right side is just going to be the what?
10x plus 4.
10x. 10x plus 4. This side is going to get messy, alright?
Could we substitute variables for x plus 3 and for x plus 1?
No.
No?
Well, we could, but let's not do that. Let's see if this will work. Alright, so if I square this, I'm going to just rewrite this x plus 3 plus square root of 4x plus 1 times square root of x plus 3 plus the square root of 4x plus 1. Well, I know when I do this, I'm going to get x plus 3, right? But when I do this, I'm going to get plus the square root of x plus 3 times 4x plus 1. Right?
You get that back to me, son. You just handed it to me, John.
Guys.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to get another one of those, aren't I? When I do this. You see that?
Uh-huh.
So rather than write it twice, I'm just going to put a 2 here.
Okay.
Or do you just want me to write it twice? Is that confusing?
No.
Alright, and then when I multiply these two, I'm obviously going to end up with 4x plus 1. Now, this looks like it's going to be very messy. But what if I did this? Well, let me ask you, what do you think you could do from here now?
You could add.
Subtract the 5x squared plus 4 from both sides.
I'm gonna get running.
Yeah, let's combine like terms first of all. So it'd be 5x plus 4 plus 2 times the square root of x plus 3 times 4x plus 1 equals 10x plus 4. Well, the 4's are going to cancel, right? And then if I subtract 5x from both sides, what am I left with? 2 times the square root of x plus 3 times 4x plus 1 equals 10x minus 5x, or 5x. Everyone see that? Now you can see this is not going to be too bad, is it? What am I going to do now?
Divide both sides by 2.
No.
No?
I'm going to square both sides.
Oh. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I square 2, I get 4. If I square this, I'm going to get what?
X squared
X plus 3 times 4x plus 1. And that's going to be equal to
25.
5x squared. So let's multiply this out. We'll leave the 4 here. So 4x.
4x squared plus.
I'm sorry, I didn't do that right. 4x squared. That's that. Plus. Let me sit down. 4x squared plus x, right? Plus 12x plus 3 equals 25x squared. Okay, everyone follow me?
Yeah.
And if I can combine like terms, so it's 4
Well,
times...
stop making faces. It's kind of hard to concentrate. She keeps
Please stop it.
Faces at me. That's kind of annoying.
Would you stop it, please? Okay, so now I combined like terms. I'm going to multiply everything by 4. 16x squared plus, that ends up being 52x. If you don't believe me, do the math yourself. Plus 12 equals 25x squared. All right, I'm going to subtract everything from this side and bring it over here. So it's going to be 25x squared minus 16x squared is 9x squared minus 52x minus, let me write that more neatly, 52x minus 12 equals 0. Now, your book does factoring. I would not do factoring.
It's 6 times 9.
I would do the quadratic equation. So a is 9. Now let's see. Actually, can I divide everything by 3? No, I cannot.
It's really easy to do the factoring.
Yeah.
Because it's 6 times 9, and then 9x times 6 times x minus 2.
9x minus 6.
Plus 2. 9x plus 2.
9x plus 2, sorry.
Times x minus 6.
9x plus 2 times x minus 6. Are you sure?
Yeah. Because 9x times
Hang on, let's
minus
see if that's
6
right.
9 times 6 is 54, and minus 2 is 52.
plus 2, John.
Okay. You still recording, Larry?
Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have seen it. I would have just done, quadratic equation. B equals minus 52. C equals minus 12. That's fine. So then either 9x plus 2 equals 0 or x minus 6 equals 0. Well, that's obviously x equals 6, and this will be 9x equals minus 2 or x is minus 2/9. Okay. Now the ugly part is to stick them back in. The 6 isn't bad, right? 6 plus 3 is 9. 4x plus 1 is 25. That's not too bad. And 10x, 10 times 6 is 60, 64. So it's square root of 3 plus the square root of 25. Square root of 9 plus the square root of 25.
Square root of 64. 5
That's
plus 3.
That's
equals
3
8.
plus 5 equals the square root of 64, which is 8. All right? This one is the one that's tougher to do. But you can kind of see if you put in, well, actually it's not easy to see. You'd have to just put in minus 2. This is one where I would use the calculator to put in the minus 2/9.
Would that be the square root?
It turns out this is an extraneous root because it doesn't solve when you plug it
I was
back
about
in.
to
It
say
doesn't work.
that's the square root of 7/9. That doesn't.
I can get 6 minutes, I don't know.
Okay, so what was the key to this one? Well, it turns out you can. We started off with 3 square roots on the left side. So we moved one to the right side so that when we squared it, we only had to multiply 2 square roots to each other. And it wasn't that bad, actually, was it? Mm-hmm. And I suggest when you do this, guys, write it out like this and do your FOIL. Okay? Then, when we did that, we got this. We combined like terms. We put everything on the right that we could. Then we got to here. We got to here, and we squared both sides, didn't we?
Yeah,
That's how I didn't really write that, but what I'm truly doing here, right, is what? Squaring both sides. Okay, so that should be enough to get you through these, although it's going to take a little bit of work. I want you to try not to use the answer key. If you're stuck, put it down, go do some other homework, come back to it later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it, we're done.
You forgot to supply us with a bunch of cookies, and now we're really sad.